Welcome back, Norfolk Enjoyers. I'm Steph.
And I'm Andrew.
And you are listening to the Norfolk and Good podcast. So, Andrew, 2022 has well and truly started.
It has.
We're like halfway through January.
I know. Shocking, eh?
It's already going quite
Christmas
fast.
Going soon.
Do you know, I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that. Oh, God, I hope not. I've got many more things to do between now and then. Anyway, so we hope you've had a positive start to the year. We have here at Enjoying Norfolk HQ, haven't we?
Yeah,
It's been a quiet start to the year. We haven't really done that much, really.
No.
Just been getting into the year, but the weather's been lovely.
The best way.
Yeah, we've enjoyed some amazing sunrises and sunsets.
Oh yeah, nice. It's the perfect days. I like them when it's sunny, frosty. None of that rain stuff.
Yeah, definitely not the rain. Yeah, absolutely. So can't complain. Still quietly optimistic halfway through January. It's always a good place to be, I feel.
Yeah. Well, the kids are at school and
life is good.
Not locked. Life is good. Kids are at school. Life is good.
So we thought we'd talk about. So we were sort of thinking, well, how should we start the year? And we thought we'd cover the topic of Veganuary. Because it's a big old phenomenon these days, isn't it?
Oh, it really is nowadays, yeah.
Really growing. Hundreds of thousands of people globally do in inverted commas, Veganuary.
Yeah.
And basically what it is it's a month-long thing, a focus, I suppose, on if you are moving to perhaps a more meat-free diet, or you want to go the whole hog and take on veganism as a lifestyle choice. So a lot of people take up the pledge to kind of adopt vegan behaviours this month. Now, strictly speaking, veganism is you sort of use nothing that's ever come from an animal.
Yes.
So you don't wear wool, you don't eat honey, you don't eat meat, dairy, eggs, all that kind of thing. Some people just use it as an opportunity to have a bit of kind of dietary cleanse, don't they? So they eat vegan, but they might still wear perhaps leather or something like that. So so there's a bit of a spectrum, and people have different reasons for doing it, which I think is perfectly fine.
Well, I think it's good. You could, like you said, go the whole hog, or you can just...
the whole hog. Is that like an anti-vegan pun?
Perhaps you shouldn't.
Go the whole... No, you can't use any. Go the whole sunflower.
Yes. Or part... Like in just the dietary side.
Yes, a lot of people use it as an opportunity to try vegan food, perhaps eat more meat free. And but what studies have shown is that a lot of people that start the year by doing Veganuary for the month of January stick with it.
Yeah.
And actually become complete converts of the vegan lifestyle and diet.
Oh, that's very interesting. Very interesting because we know some people who just pick a meal of the week that is, say, vegan or vegetarian.
Like meat-free Monday.
Yeah, meat-free. Something like that. Which is really good as well, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. I think we're learning increasingly that having a more meat-free diet is good for the environment.
Yes.
And if done properly, can be healthier too. Yeah. Because sort of reducing your red meat intake is generally thought to be good for your health, and increasing your fruit and veg and grains and all that kind of thing. Yeah. So and also, why not? I don't think you have to be defined by what kind of... You don't have to be defined by, I'm a meat eater, or you can mix it up a bit. And if you do...
I mix up with it.
You do, yeah. I'm vegetarian and you are not by definition vegetarian, but you probably actually are by about... Well, most weeks you are, because I cook mostly vegetarian at home. And when we eat out, you tend to choose a vegetarian, don't you?
I do,
These days, the options are so delicious. No longer are they just risotto.
Yeah, there is a whole variety, isn't there? Which is on the menu,
amazing,
which is great, and I find it lighter to eat as well.
Yes,
if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So that's quite nice.
Yes, yeah. Well,
allows room for dessert.
For me now, I have no problems at all eating out. And when I first stopped eating meat, it was a bit more difficult, and a lot of places didn't really have any vegetarian options at all. I also remember. In a previous life when we worked for another organisation and went to Germany. Yeah, and it was like, I think I had to just eat bread. but things have come on dramatically, and now there are lots and lots of choices, and you can sort of choose a kind of processed vegetarian or vegan food option which is similar to meat, or you can have just a really nice meal which is kind of made from plants and grains and lentils and all this kind of thing. And it doesn't just have to be salad. No. It's really, really nice.
Yeah, so, very nice.
So definitely worth trying. Now, what we have been talking about is in Norwich, Norfolk, we're quite well served for vegan dining, aren't we?
I think we are, yeah. You can go to most places now, can't you?
Yeah.
And there is good options.
A lot of them have at least a few vegan, and we'll concentrate on the vegan because we're talking about Veganuary, so vegan options on the menu. Some have full vegan menus as well as the normal menu.
Yeah.
So they'll have a separate vegan menu. And we're talking about independent eateries and chains. And then we've also seen a real rise in completely vegan outlets, haven't we?
Yes.
As well. So there are a lot of really, really well-respected and lovely restaurants in Norwich and beyond that only serve vegan and vegetarian food.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. So you can go along there.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter, what you eat. If you're vegetarian or vegan, you can go there with your meat-eating friends as well. You can all enjoy a meal together, and it's all meat-free.
Yeah.
We've got a blog on the Enjoying Norfolk website at the moment with our personal recommendations for vegan places to eat and drink and vegan food and drink in Norfolk. So if you go to enjoyingnorfolk.co.uk and have a look at the blog, that's there. But just for our listeners, Andrew, where do you like? What nice vegan food have you had out and about in Norfolk?
Well, one totally vegan place that we've been to, and I do love going every time we're kind of down there.
Yep.
Is the Hungry Cat Cafe in Harleston.
Yes. Yeah.
Totally vegan.
Run by, is it Riz?
Riz.
Yeah, that is... Yeah, I love the Hungry Cat Cafe, actually. In fact, a big shout out to Harleston in general, actually. It's in South Norfolk.
Oh, we do like it down there,
Yeah,
don't we?
if you haven't been and you fancy doing a bit of enjoying and exploring Norfolk, go and have a look at Harleston. It's a lovely little town, isn't it?
If you're in Norwich or slightly surrounding areas, about 30 minutes.
Maximum,
down
just
the road.
south of the city. And it's got some really nice shops, some nice restaurants and cafes. Fabulous place to stay in the old post office.
Yeah, you are close to the border, so be careful.
In case you get dragged over into Suffolk, abducted. But we'll talk about that in a moment because we did go over the border last time we were there, but we had a good experience. But so the Hungry Cat is an 100% vegan cafe and shop, and they have really good homemade food, don't they?
Yeah,
it tastes like a really good mum has cooked it for you.
Yeah.
a good vegan mum has cooked it.
Yeah. I think I had a soup there once. Previously,
all
but
sorts
then
of stuff. We've had lunchy stuff like your paninis and your soups. We had these amazing vegan burgers in blue and green buns.
I know
that are naturally dyed, and they are highly Instagrammable.
Yeah, there's a lovely picture on the blog with those.
Yeah,
they were delicious. We took them out because we couldn't eat in there, so we took them out. We sat down in Harleston, didn't we?
Yeah, they were really the food in there is absolutely delicious, and they also sell in the shop part a lot of vegan staples as well, which is really cool. So it's really worth a look. And bonus, you save 10% off if you show your Enjoying Norfolk card.
Superb.
In Norwich,
yes,
we've got a few completely vegan eateries, but there are also some that sort of do vegan options within their, in inverted commas, normal menu. So the Waffle House springs to mind.
Yes.
They always have a number of sweet and savoury vegan options.
They do,
And we love the Waffle House.
Yeah, for all things. But I think we've had a couple of vegan options there, so that's nice.
Yeah, I think so. Really, really nice. And they're kind of... They are healthy, I think. They're healthy in the way that they use lots of fresh ingredients. There's not a lot of processed stuff.
Totally, locally sourced. All that sort of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, it's still fair. It can be indulgent as you like. Some of their sweet waffles are very indulgent. But, calories are the unit of joy. Frank's Bar, they have amazing vegan options across their menu.
Yeah.
One, which I absolutely love, which I first tried when they had their other place, North, opened.
Yes.
Which is now closed and something else. But you can get it in Frank's Bar, and that's scrambled tofu.
I know.
Love a bit of scrambled tofu.
Absolutely lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
I actually prefer it.
To scrambled egg?
Yes.
Honestly, do you prefer it?
Yeah.
Do
Honestly,
you?
I prefer the scrambled tofu.
I can't really remember what scrambled egg tastes like anymore. But scrambled tofu is a really good alternative, isn't it? It tastes absolutely great. You make a mean scrambled tofu.
Why, thank you.
It's really filling as well, though. It's really filling. And we do tend to make like a whole block of tofu when we make it, so there's tons. But,
it's very easy. It's very easy. Once you've got it right.
Takes 10 minutes, doesn't it, to knock it up? Easy. So, Google, if you want to have a look at the recipe, you can just Google scrambled tofu, and there's loads of recipes on the internet, aren't there? So it's really good. But that's a really nice brunch or breakfast, and Frank's Bar do that.
Came on a bit of sourdough as well. So
a bit of sourdough. You can mix a bit of wilted spinach in there. I know. Am I making you hungry? And you can also save 10% off of your total bill at Frank's Bar as well with your Norfolk card. So that's good. River Green.
Ah, yes.
Now, you've been dining without me, Andrew, in
I know.
vegetarian establishments.
Well, even
What a
better.
cheek.
Even better, I actually cycled to River Green.
You are living
To
the sustainable dream, my
I know.
friend.
Yeah.
You
Cycled
did you
over.
cycle it?
Yeah, I cycled over to Trousers in Trouse.
Yes, yeah.
Cycled over to Trouse. And met some family members there. Now, they weren't all veggies or vegans.
Yeah.
And we went there and had a fabulous.
And you said everyone really enjoyed it, even
Everybody,
the people that
yeah.
didn't normally eat meat free.
Yeah, because they were a little bit worried.
Yeah.
But no, they all really enjoyed it.
What did you eat?
I had the baked burrito.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Can't
And
go
that
wrong
was-
with a burrito.
That was it was a nice size as well.
As in big?
Big. Yeah.
Because some people say a nice size is a generous portion, other people say a nice size is one where you don't feel overly full when you've had it.
No, well,
Is
I managed
generous?
to cycle home again, so so it was good, and I had a beer there as well.
Nice. Vegan beer.
Vegan
yeah,
beer.
Yeah, lovely.
So all round, I'd
You'd recommend?
definitely go there again.
Yeah, I haven't been there for a few years. You went there really recently, didn't you? But yeah fantastic. In that it's basically vegan, vegetarian specialist restaurant. Yeah. Brilliant. Now, as well as eating in places, in the last couple of years, we've also enjoyed quite a lot of takeaway vegan food, haven't we?
Yes.
While we've been out walking and that sort of thing. And there's been a real movement towards this. I remember vegan sausage rolls spring to mind, and I know that's everyone sort of says, well, how can they be vegan if they're sausage rolls? But you know what I mean. They look like a sausage roll. There's something in pastry like in a sausage roll shape, aren't they?
Well, actually, on the topic of sausage rolls, yes, I do like the sausage rolls, as you know, and the vegan sausage rolls are lovely.
Yes, they are. They're
a great
really
alternative.
Nice. Yeah.
And
you
I love
often
them.
choose those rather than the meat ones nowadays, don't you?
Definitely.
Because they are more and more when we go out and about. And probably, shout
So
outs.
tasty.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
My
so
favourite's Cafe Mazzano in the Forum. They've got nice ones.
Yeah,
They've got nice.
definitely.
Wells Beach Cafe
Oh, yes.
over near Holcombe at Wells. We like to stop and get a drink, and the boys get a non-vegan bacon sandwich, but I always get a vegan sausage roll to start the walk, which is very, very delicious. And most recently, we discovered that the Whitlingham Barn Cafe at Whitlingham Country Park has got vegan options. They've got some really delicious vegan options.
But when you took me, they'd run out, hadn't they?
It's because they're so delicious.
I know.
You've got to walk around a bit faster. You're too slow. We also tried vegan pizza by Brick Pizza, didn't we?
Yes.
Which I was really impressed about. I mean, I love pizza. To be honest, I think it would be quite hard to depress me about pizza, because I love a bit of pizza. But it didn't taste any different from a non-vegan pizza.
No.
It was that good.
Yeah, not at all. And, well, I was just pleased that you could get such a lovely pizza as a takeaway anyway, like to cook at home, basically.
Yes, because we bought it from the Yare Valley Farm Shop, didn't we? And it was like, so you can get them directly from Brick Pizza, located in Norwich, and but they also sell them to farm shops and other outlets around the place. And they're in the frozen bit, and we bought some, took them home, cooked them up, and they were really tasty, really good. Yeah, absolutely.
Was there an alternative cheese on them, or no cheese? I'm trying to remember back now.
That's a picture of it.
Oh,
I'm just showing you as a picture of it. So showing Andrew a picture of it. It's got peppers, olives, onions, bit of wilted spinach, and what looks like grated cheese on it, but it must be vegan cheese.
But it's not,
but it tastes, but it was really, really tasty, and I love a good pizza. And honestly, I wouldn't. If I think in a blind taste test, I wouldn't have been able to tell the difference between that and one with dairy cheese on it.
No.
In fact, I'd probably thought that one was the nicest one. It was really good.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And it's so nice you can get all the options. So you can dine out. Yeah. You can get the takeaways. Yeah. Or when you're just out and about, you can normally find... Because I never thought that the Wells Beach Cafe would have like a vegan option.
Well, this is testament to how big the movement is now. And I sort of say that, it was, I don't like to define veganism or vegetarianism as a movement, because it's just like you've just chosen not to eat meat. And people get really kind of up in their head about it all. And I remember for years my friends still couldn't get around the fact that I didn't eat meat, and it was that incredible. And whereas I don't really think about it, I don't eat meat, and that's it. It's just like it's being a religion or something. You just don't do it anymore. And that's it. Life goes on. You don't, I'm not really preachy about it or anything like that, which is why we haven't brought the boys up as vegetarians. Yeah. It's their choice for one day, although they do tend to eat a lot of vegetarian because that's what I cook. But they can always cook their own meat. So I think it's testament though to that so many people are choosing meat-free options that even up on the North Norfolk coast, they're realising
in a cafe, that you can get the option there.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's fabulous. Yeah.
Somewhere we dined last year that isn't in Norfolk, but definitely deserves a shout out.
Oh yes,
just over the border. So if you are in South Norfolk, you could be lured over for this. And that's
South Norfolk, North Suffolk, wasn't it?
Very border. In Thwaite. There's the walnut tree, which is a pub, and from the outside looks like a normal pub.
Yeah. Right on the A140 there, isn't it?
Is that the road it's on? So it literally is border, isn't it, basically? That must cross the border.
People who are commuting down that way will pass it every day.
From Suffolk, Norfolk. Yeah. So it's an entirely veggie and vegan pub restaurant, though. So it looks like a traditional pub, literally just over the border in Thwaite, but it is good, isn't it?
That's
really good.
Very good, yeah.
Really good. Everything in there, everything in the bar is all vegan, loads of vegan beers. You were delighted because you were driving and they had vegan alcohol-free beers. So it's like ticking 2 boxes. And the food was incredible, wasn't it? They really know their onions.
Yeah, that was a right good evening out.
A right good evening. It was a good evening out, and then we quickly nipped back into Norfolk and we were fine again.
Yeah, because we were starting to get a bit shaky.
It's like those photographs in Back to the Future where you start fading out.
Yeah.
I've been out of Norfolk too long.
Back to Norfolk.
We couldn't really talk about Veganuary and vegan things without a self-indulgent nod to our own products. So our Enjoying Norfolk shop, which you have probably heard us mention on previous episodes and also seen us sharing about on social media, has vegan clothing and accessories, but they all have a Norfolk twist.
Of course.
So they're all inspired by Norfolk, hand designed here by us, here in Norfolk by us, literally here as I sit. So they're sustainable and ethical. Hoodies, sweatshirts, joggers, that sort of thing. They're all vegan, all GMO free, plastic free, and as I say, they've got our own personal kind of Norfolk enjoying stamp on them, haven't they?
Definitely.
So we mentioned at the sort of beginning of the pod that full-on veganism isn't just about what you eat, it's about what you wear and the products you use and all this kind of thing as well. So you're sort of not causing harm to any other living creatures, basically. So if you wanted to go beyond the dietary and also wear vegan, then take a look at our store.
Definitely, yeah.
Now, somewhere we haven't mentioned, and there's a reason for that, it's because we wanted to do the lead-in to this interview, is Tofurai in the Norwich Lane. So part deli, part cafe. They're vegan. They're a must visit for vegans or vegetarians. Also, they've got a lot of tasty gluten-free options as well.
Oh yeah.
Particularly their cakes.
Which you do see a lot over as well, don't you?
Absolutely, yeah. We love getting lunch from Tofurai, don't we?
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. Whenever we're in.
Absolutely, yeah. We've never had a bad experience from there, and basically we could just eat there every day of the week, probably.
It's a good job we don't work closer to it, really.
I know, it would be really bad for our pockets. Good for Tofurai, though. So we thought we'd talk to Jenny, who is one of the founders of Tofurai, and she's going to chat with us now.
Cool.
Thank you ever so much for talking to us today, Jenny. How are you?
I'm very well. How are you getting on?
Fabulous. Yeah, not too bad. The sun is shining. We're not in lockdown. Can't complain.
Yeah, very nice.
Everything looks better when the sun shines.
Definitely. It's better than all the rain we had anyway. So for our listeners, Jenny, would you like to just explain what you do?
Yeah, for sure. So we are Tofurai, and we are a Norwich-based tofu producer. So we've got a little factory in Lenwade where we produce our tofu, and we use locally grown soya beans. So they're not even imported from China or America. They've literally just grown just down the road.
Fabulous.
So it's really, really cool. We make all our tofu over at Lenwade and our pasties and sausage rolls and burgers and whatnot. And then we bring them over to our shop, which is in the city centre on the 10th of Gregory's Alley. And so we've got them retail packs of tofu here, and we have pasties and sausage rolls that we cook, and we've got a little cafe. So it's kind of like a two-pronged business, but very, very much tofu based.
And you're. Am I right in thinking that you're the only tofu producer in the UK, or using UK soya or something like that? Is it?
Yeah, that's right. So there are other tofu producers in the UK, but we are the only one that are using UK beans for tofu. Most other tofu producers use American beans or Chinese beans.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So the actual soybeans are grown in Norfolk, is that correct?
They are. They're grown in Tivishall, St Mary. So we are the only tofu producer in the UK that use locally grown UK beans, and they just happen to be grown in Norfolk. They could have been grown in Leeds, or anywhere, but they just happen to be grown in Norfolk, which is great for us because it's like a hyper-local product.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Brilliant, it's lovely.
Absolutely, so it makes it more sustainable as well. No air miles involved and everything.
It's literally 10 miles away, and then between Lenwade and Norwich, so about 20 miles.
Fabulous.
Wow, so you can go out there and see the beans growing.
Yeah,
see them harvested.
That's right.
Yeah,
totally. And the Hairy Bikers came to visit us last September. And they visited the field and met the farmer who grows them. And it was all pretty amazing. It's such a great feeling knowing you can literally see the beans growing.
Yeah.
And then the end result is you've got the beautiful hyper-local tofu sausage roll. It makes it taste better.
That is so cool.
Brilliant.
But to think that you can go into your shop in the Norwich Lanes but sort of less than a marathon's distance away, those beans are actually growing in the field. I love that.
No, it's fantastic. Yeah, it is a great feeling. And then, there are other producers in the UK that do use soya beans, but they usually come from America or China. So it's just nice to have that little edge.
Definitely. And do your beans go elsewhere, or do you use them all for your own tofu?
Yeah, we use them all for our own tofu. Although we do, any ones that we have spare, we donate to a local sheep sanctuary. So that helps them with their winter feed. So they can munch on those, helps them over the winter.
Oh, that's excellent. Yeah.
It is. When did you start this, I suppose, and what made you move into soya and tofu production, Jenny?
Well, initially I've been vegan for 10 years. It must be about 10 years ago, when it really wasn't very cool. And as things have been changing, obviously, as you know, things have been changing over the past, say, 5 years. And around about 5 years ago, it was getting a bit more mainstream, and we thought we're going to take a bit of a punt and we'll open up a vegan cafe. Was the original idea. It was just a concept of a vegan cafe. I've got no business experience, no prior experience of running a cafe, but my stepfather, Alan, he said to me he would fund the initial setup and cost of tofu. Put forward a reasonable argument for it. So we managed to do that. We managed to convince him, and that's why Tofu was born, because initially it was just a vegan cafe concept, but when we were making recipes and producing recipes, a lot of them were tofu based, because we wanted to just have a simple, straightforward replica, almost like the taste of a meat sausage roll, but without the meat. Because that's what the flavours that people are familiar with, and tofu's a really good meat substitute.
It's really versatile, isn't it, as well?
Exactly. And the tofu we were trying just wasn't, we just basically didn't like it all that much. In the commercial tofu you can readily buy in the supermarkets, and it's just a pain. You have to squash all the water out of it and whatnot, and that's kind of where the concept grew and was born. Can we do better? And it turns out, that we can. We think we can, at least. And that's kind of where the two things kind of met. Tofu and it formed into an actual tofu producer, and then into the cafe idea.
Amazing. And you relocated the cafe, didn't you? Because you used to be on
Pottergate.
Yeah,
that's right. So we had the lease over in Pottergate with the council, and that was coming to its natural end anyway. And then we were due to move out of there 2 years ago, nearly 2 years ago, just to kind of just naturally move down to where we are in St Gregory's Alley because we managed to purchase a property here.
Yeah.
But then COVID hit, so that kind of all went a bit awry. But yeah, what's happened here off and on for just over a year now.
Yeah, because two things there with regards. We obviously used to come to the potcake one as well.
Yeah, we love going to Toby.
We used to sit outside there, didn't we?
So I sort of briefly mentioned to you before. I've been vegetarian for absolutely ages, but I have to avoid egg. So I go for vegan food because it's just easy, because I know it'll be egg-free and also meat-free. So we love coming to Topher. In fact, when we come into town, not to sound too sycophantic here, but we have to actively think about going to other places. Yeah. Otherwise, we'd just always come to Topher for lunch. It's really bad.
We're good dependable staple.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, also your cakes are pretty inviting as well.
Yeah, we'll get onto those in a bit. Those ones. But I love the way with the new place you've got. You've actually taken on board that property and basically made it look lovely. So you've saved kind of like a property in Norwich, which is one thing. And yeah, it's just awesome.
Yeah, because what was it before? What was that? I can't remember what that building was before you moved into it, Jenny.
Oh, crikey! I think it was an old tea room. Oh, some kind of tea room, I think. But it was some kind of tea room, but also some kind of tiny place as well. It was, I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, we definitely saved it from literally falling into the street. We had to gut the whole place completely, take absolutely everything out, so it was just a shell of a building that was left, and erect a steel frame inside and tie it from the back and the front, so literally stop it from falling down. So yeah, it was a really massive project.
Yeah.
Gosh, that's amazing.
And kitting it out, we recycled loads of materials, literally getting things out of skips and recycling them. So we managed to kind of try and repurpose a lot of things too.
Yeah.
A lot of second-hand panels from Anglicold and then they were donated to us, so we could do our kitchen up. So it was nice food appropriate place. So we've got loads of equipment that was otherwise literally being landfill. So we're quite proud about that as well. So
I love it.
Yeah, it was a good project.
I love it inside.
But it was an excellent project.
Yeah, a labour of love. But it's looking fabulous now. And actually, it always reminds me, because it's so much wood. There's a kind of, I don't know, there's a very Scandinavian vibe about the inside of Topher. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Was that intentional or?
It was literally just, it's very, very indulgent, but it was just what I liked. It just kind of was born out of the wood concept, the wood wall concept. Yeah. I stole that off my friend who had got a vegan cafe up in Hebden Bridge.
Oh yeah.
They that's just basically pallet wood. And then blown with a blowtorch to make it kind of crisp it up a little bit. But yeah, all the nice different shapes. I stole that idea, I have to say.
Repurposed it. You repurposed it.
That's right. But the metal frame and the wood and all the different textures and things. We've got lots of plants now.
Yeah, love that.
Next to it with like a cosy corner. So we've got a lot of textures and colours and different vibes going on. I think it all kind of really, really works.
Yeah, it's a great location. It's very cool. It's nice looking out of that window onto St Gregory's Alley and doing a bit of people watching.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, it's usually like squirrel and pigeon watching.
Squirrel watching,
walnut tree right outside, and then there's the yard at the back, and the pigeons just mooching out there, and
Before we carry on about the vegan food, you just very briefly digress onto the pigeons. So you mentioned before as well that you, as well as being obviously a champion of vegan food and growing your own soya beans, you also help, is it sort of injured birds, or what do you do, Jenny?
That's right, yeah. So I kind of spearhead a group called Team Pigeon.
I've seen you on Insta,
Norwich. And we go around Norwich and we basically try and help any injured pigeon that we see, because what happens is they get their feet tangled up in human hair and kind of netting and debris that most humans like to just kind of throw away. It gets tangled around their feet and it causes these awful kind of ligature problems, and their toes drop off, sometimes whole feet drop off. So we proactively go out and try and find these birds with these these problems on their feet, catch them, snip the hair or whatever off their feet, and then let them go again. That's kind of how the concept kind of first started.
Yeah.
But it's kind of morphed and grown into helping the swans up at Wroxham, because they notoriously get tangled up in fishing lines and lots of things like that. So so we kind of, we're based in Norwich usually.
Yeah.
And most of our pigeons and the call-outs are in Norwich, but more of late Wroxham and around that area, around the Granby estate there.
Oh.
We get a lot of angling issues and whatnot.
So if anybody sees a bird with some issues, they can get in contact with you, can
they?
That's right.
Message by a team pigeon.
Yeah.
We are always there to help, but if you can manage to catch the pigeon yourself, then you give us a call, or we can go out and try and catch them.
Okay.
But we're pigeon whisperers, so we know the secret.
Oh, bless you. Well, good for you.
Yeah,
I think that's a
fabulous.
really important. Yeah, we found a bird of prey years ago, didn't we? Actually,
We
that
did.
had been partially hit by a car.
In front of us, wasn't it?
Yeah, and so it had been stunned and knocked out, and we took it to like a woman over in Lakenham who looks after raptors, and she nurses them back to health and then let it go. But really
getting it there was a different matter, though, wasn't it?
It was. Yeah. It was still fairly feisty, despite the fact it couldn't fly and it was a bit injured. Going back to Tofuri, I was going to ask you. So you're all vegan. Everything in there is vegan, isn't it?
That's right.
Which is fantastic. Yeah. What would you say are the most popular products that you sell?
Well, our creamy tofu leek and mushroom pasties are a huge seller, because it's got that lovely white garlicky creamy sauce in there, and the little tofu chunks which we bake in that nutritional herbs, and it's just extra in the mouthfeel. It's just a flaky pastry, spot on.
Fabulous.
Really good. And then you've got the selection of cakes and the coffees too. So people tend to come in and just chill out for the afternoon, and you've kind of got your coffee going on. You've got we've got at the moment we've got seasonal specials. So we've got a Black Forest hot chocolate with whipped cream.
Ooh.
Spice market.
Wow.
So you can chill out with the book and with your pasty and a slice of cake. It's just kind of like a nice experience.
We'll be there in a minute, I think.
That's a lovely thing to do. And have you noticed more custom or more footfall in January because of this kind of Veganuary phenomenon?
It's definitely, with COVID and everything, as a general concept, footfall down for January, and I think that's the same regardless of your business. If you run in a cafe or a clothes shop, I think January is going to be especially quiet, just because of the COVID and whatnot. But generally, the buzz around the Veganuary is a huge thing. It piques people's interest. It creates a lot of new vegans, especially after Christmas. I think with veganism generally, people tend to focus on food, and people think, I've got to give up that food. I've got to give up my chicken. I've got to give up cheese. And so Christmas is time for indulgence. I'm not going to go vegan over Christmas. I'm going to start afresh in January, which is why January is a great month for veganism, say, if you're focusing on the food element of it. And it's just, there's so much support out there and so many groups out there who can guide you through, firstly, what veganism is, an ethical stance, and trying to reduce your harm where practically possible towards animals. And then understanding how that translates with food and the cosmetics and the clothes that you buy, and then the knock-on effects of that to the environment and your health and stuff like that. But it's a great cause, and there's so many people we know that have gone vegan because of Veganuary. It's a really fantastic place to kind of start.
No, absolutely. It's because like you say, and the other thing is even for people that are perhaps not planning to become permanently vegan, to try it for a month is an interesting thing, and also to discover that with not very much effort these days, certainly a lot less than in previous times, you can just eat fabulously still. The sort of the stereotypes are gone, aren't they?
No, definitely, and it's the same with anything. Like you can be a super healthy vegan with a whole food, plant-based whole food diet, and you can be an absolute slob of vegan and eat chocolate and pizza and chips the rest of your life. It's literally
Andrew's putting his hand up.
Or it could be smack bang in the middle of all of us, and
Yeah.
A bit of balance.
Yeah, exactly. There's any kind of food you want out there.
Yes.
Pretty much the taste can be replicated. If you want the taste replication of meat, it's there. And if you don't, then it's fine. You know, eat salads and stews, and you don't have to have meat replacements if you don't want to. But
exactly.
If you do, and it's a good thing for people who are transitioning from a meat diet to a vegan diet. You do want those familiar flavours and tastes. I think, especially at the beginning.
Yes.
And then, you know, and say I've been vegan 10 years, and when I first went vegan, I'm like, I want all the bacon, and I want all the sausages, those kind of things. But 10 years down the road, not so much. I mean, I love our tofu, and I cook a lot with our tofu, and I have the more. I love the taste of tofu in its own right. So but it's something for everybody in there. It's so versatile.
Definitely.
It's just a different way of thinking.
Yeah.
And because I'm a big sausage roll fan, and I've been really won over by vegan sausage rolls. Actually.
The sausages.
Yeah. And
we get them out. You get them out as choice now because Andrew's.
Well, I think the first one was actually I tried was at Tofu, right?
Probably, absolutely. Yeah, no, I love.
And I get them out and about now whenever I see a.
Yeah, you tend to eat more. Well, we cook vegetarian at home, don't we? But one thing, what you were saying, Jenny, there about, so I had to cut egg out, and one of the things I really missed was scrambled egg, and so we discovered scrambled tofu, which is absolutely, it's brilliant. I know, it's absolutely, it is just like scrambled egg, you know, and really super easy to make. Absolutely brilliant. I think I might have actually had
an egg sandwich or
yes,
a non-egg sandwich.
No, I had a non-egg and cress sandwich from Tofu once actually, which is because that was actually one of the things I missed. Because actually, I did used to quite like eating eggs, but I can't. So, but yes, so the scrambled egg is scrambled tofu is a brilliant alternative. You know.
Exactly. No, exactly. And if it's not quite there, it's there and damn it. And then after a while, your taste buds they really do adjust. Like if you haven't eaten cheese for a couple of months, and then you know that initial I really want to eat cheese, I really miss cheese. That kind of soon wanes, and your taste buds just definitely change and readjust if you can kind of weather that initial period. And then the cheese alternatives are, you know, you either I don't know, it's split opinion cheese alternatives. You either love them or hate them kind of thing. But there's some really nice cheese alternatives out there. Like we stock Mouse's favourite here, and it's a cashew nut based cheese. The camembert is really spot on.
Amazing.
There's something for everyone out there.
Yeah,
on your taste.
You're absolutely right. Yeah, because in the early days, vegan cheese was a little bit. It wasn't as convincing, was it? But I remember we had a vegan margarita pizza quite recently, and honestly, it was absolutely delicious, and you wouldn't know it didn't have mozzarella on it. It was amazing.
Exactly, and then the other thing is like with vegan food as a concept, there's it's just food, and there's so many things that are vegan that the people already eat. You know, meat eaters eat vegan food already. You know, beans on toast or what have you. It's all vegan.
Yeah.
It's just that it's not called vegan food, you know.
Or jacket potato. If you don't put butter on it, you know, exactly.
Exactly. But like the butter alternatives are out of this world. Like the naturally butter is spot on. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, all plant-based margarines and dairy-free spreads and that kind of thing are vegan anyway. So, there's loads.
Going back to the cakes.
Andrew's slight obsession with cakes.
Well, I see your cakes on my Facebook feed every day.
Your social media is amazing.
So, who makes those cakes then?
I can take absolutely zero credit for those. That's Lizzie and Ruby's project. Yeah, wow. They when we moved from potting, I used to make the cakes when we were in potting.
Oh, yeah.
But then when we came to St Gregory's Alley, Lizzie and Ruby wanted to up the game and make the cakes a bit prettier, a bit more exciting, more exciting flavours. But they used to be the tray bakes. They want to be a bit more grown up and a bit smarter, and they've done. You know, they understood the assignment.
They're nailing that. They are amazing. They're so indulgent.
It's really, really impressive, and they just run with it, and it's beautiful. The creations that they make every day, and all these little concepts that they come up with, because they're very much in tune with what's out there too.
Yeah,
food wise, and you know they got a finger on the pulse.
Finger on the food pulse. We love it. Well, they certainly make our mouths water when we see them on Instagram and Facebook. we're being made more aware of the impact that or the beneficial impact of a meat-free diet on the environment. I think you touched on it. So, and the wonderful thing about what you guys are doing is you're kind of combining so many of these elements. So not only are you supplying fabulous vegan food, but you're growing it locally. Yeah, so you're really you're ticking so many boxes, which is absolutely marvellous.
Well, we do try. Say absolutely no one's perfect at all. We just try our best, and I think that's what any of us can do. We can just try our best in a kind of practical way with what we have at the time.
Yeah, absolutely. So I was going to ask you. I don't know whether you get very much time to do. Do you try other vegan eateries or places that have vegan menus, sort of locally or further afield, Jenny?
I don't, because if I'm not working, I'm kind of sleeping or catching pigeons. But I know the guys, Lizzie and Ruby, they do go out and have a lot more fun than I do. They went to the Plasterers for their Christmas dinner. Oh yeah, and they had an absolutely fantastic time. So yeah, they do a lot of vegan food there.
Oh, interesting.
Great. So they've got a great vegan menu there.
Oh, fabulous. Do you supply your tofu to other local restaurants and cafes?
We do. Yeah, we've got a few. We've got Shiki use our tofu, the Japanese restaurant.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, fabulous. That's really good as well.
We haven't got a massive wholesale customers, but we do have a few.
Brilliant.
And sort of for personal users, do you deliver?
Do we deliver, did you say?
Yes.
Yeah, you were doing deliveries during lockdown a bit, if I remember, I think, weren't you? Was it?
Oh, yes, that's right. Yeah, we do deliver through Norwich Urban Collective.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So you have a little form online that you can fill out, and then that sends us an email, and then we collect what you like, and then we call up Norwich Urban Collective, and they come down on their bikes, and they're absolutely fantastic. Yeah, they deliver within quite a wide radius of Norwich, and it's really great to kind of support another local company, because we like to Deliveroo and whatnot are really tempting, because obviously you get a bigger audience, but at what cost? The other side to that. So yeah, we like to support the local guys.
Oh, that's really good.
No, I'm just looking at your website now, actually, and so it says City Delivery. So if people go to your website, tofurai.co.uk, they can obviously read more about you guys, and also there's a link through on the City Delivery page there. Yeah, I can see Norwich Urban Collective. Cool, that's really good.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, they're brilliant. They've really helped us out over Christmas. And people want their tofu, then Norwich Urban Collective are there on their bikes.
Cool.
That's fabulous. So you mentioned you don't get a lot of time. So can we ask you what your favourite things, if you do ever have any spare time, what your favourite things about Norwich and Norfolk are, and what you do like to do if you do manage to carve out a little bit of free time?
Well, it's going to be animal related again. It's the things I love doing in Norwich. I mean, I have been in Norwich, as you might tell from my accent. I come from Leeds originally.
Okay, yeah.
That's not an accent you easily get rid of. But I'm not to the edges of it. I've been here for 20 years, probably more now. So I love Norwich. I've stayed here. As soon as I came here, I was like, I want to settle down here. It's absolutely beautiful. Norwich and North and surrounding areas. So yeah, I could have stayed back in Leeds, but no, Norwich is my home, and it's kind of where my heart is.
Cool.
Maybe as an outsider perspective, I really appreciate everything that Norwich is. It's quite a liberal city. You've got your marketplace. You've got the independent shops. It's got a lot of history to it too. So you've got a real mixture of modern and still having that historical kind of edge as well. It's a great mixture, and I just love nothing better than on my breaks just to go up to the War Memorial Gardens and feed the pigeons and try and help the pigeons, and just kind of hang out with nature basically.
Oh.
So that's my downtime.
Well, that's
very
nice.
Good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're certainly in the heart of things where you are at St Gregory's Alley, and it's a really vibrant part of Norwich, which is really lovely, and also, like you say, a historical part of Norwich as well, which we really love about the city is that really successful merge of the old and the new, because I think we're really progressive, but we've got this really massive history behind us as well, which is really interesting. So
definitely, yeah. And I think in the 60s, didn't they, in the UK, why they ripped out a lot of historical buildings, didn't they? And I think Norwich was quite unscathed in some ways, so there's still a lot of the history still left. Thankfully.
Yeah, we were really lucky, I think, because obviously we even were bombed during the Second World War, but wonderfully a lot of our history, like you say, survived. For you, especially if you like birds, we were talking about this recently. Actually, it's one of the country's foremost places to do bird watching because of our amazing flora and fauna. So if you're into wildlife, it's a fabulous county to live in, isn't it?
Yeah, I absolutely love it. I'm an adopted.
You are. You're a complete Norfolk convert. What are on the cards for you guys for 2022?
Well, apart from just trying to survive more than anything, it's been such a crazy time. And I think, like most people, they're going to be honest rather than being putting on an interview kind of face front on things. I think anybody in this industry is trying to get by at the moment, especially during the colder months.
Yeah.
You're just trying to be present and be available and do what you do best. Yeah. And then see what COVID brings. Because I'm so hopeful that we're going to be over this hump and then coming through the warmer months. Spring's just around the corner. It's getting much lighter in the morning.
Yeah.
That makes you feel so much more positive. And it's not just me. It makes me feel much more positive. It's just everybody. As soon as the sun starts shining, people start coming out. And I think, especially if we've had such kind of like a dark winters in more ways than one, people want to come out and be around in the city. And I feel like people are going to make the most of it. So we would just kind of want to be there and keep doing what we're doing with providing all vegan goodies and things. And I guess just hope that people still continue to come along and say hello.
Oh, fabulous! Well, I certainly hope so. Well, if anyone's listening to this and fancies checking you guys out, then we wholeheartedly recommend it. So go along and try the fabulous vegan goodies at Tofurai. You don't have to be vegan to enjoy them, but if you are vegan, you will be delighted by the range. So we'll let you get on because we know that you're super busy, Jenny, but it's been fabulous talking to you today. Thank you ever so much for your time.
Yep, thank you very much.
And I'm sure we'll pop in again really soon.
Definitely.
Thank you. See you soon.
Cheers. Take care. Bye-bye. Oh, I really enjoyed talking to Jenny.
That was really good, wasn't it? And to
she's
find
so
out all
lovely.
the...
She's just such a lovely person.
I know, and all about everything that she's doing, including the pigeons and the birds.
Yes, I know. Just such a kind individual. Really, really nice. So we do recommend that you all discover, if you haven't already been and checked out Tofurai Norwich, but get along there and give them your support this year. Particularly if you're doing Veganuary, it is a place that you need to know about.
Definitely.
But if you're just vegan curious,
yes,
then you can get along there too. And honestly, if you just like delicious food,
if you just
cakes,
like cake, start by following their social pages,
and then
you'll be hooked.
It's true. Yeah, their cakes are insanely good.
Yeah.
So anyway, if you have been inspired to explore any of the vegan eateries we've discussed in this episode, or if you are doing Veganuary, or if you've got questions or comments about this episode, as ever, get in touch with us via the website.
Because we've only mentioned some that we have personally sort of been to.
Yes, it's true. It's not an exhaustive list.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, and there are a lot on our radar that we need to try, but we don't want to mention them because we haven't been there, and so we wouldn't really be talking from the point of view of anyone that knew anything about it.
I know. We'd just be like, I don't know.
Mentioning for the sake of it.
Pie in the sky, basically.
Vegan pie in the sky.
We've just got to get out there. But
it
takes a bit of time.
It does.
I have to recover.
Well, you've also got a lot of cake to get through at Tofurai, so we've got to alternate it, switch it up a bit. But let us know if you've got any great tips for vegan dining in Norwich or Norfolk.
Definitely. Yeah.
Website is enjoyingnorfolk.co.uk, or comment below any of our social media posts on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook.
Yes.
We'll be be back at the end of the month with a new episode of this podcast. In the meantime, we hope you have a lovely January. Enjoy this winter sun that we seem to be having at the moment. And we really look forward to speaking with you again soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.